どれにしましょうか。行ってきまーす。パフェもう一つちょうだい。
I'm in my favorite cafe at the shops district and order my 10th parfait. God damn it, Shibari. I think this is what they call stress eating. I can't stop fidgeting, and my mind is in a haze. All I can really do is stuff my face to feel better. The shop window has been polished to a mere shine, reflecting my furrowed brows perfectly. I'm so angry, but really just at myself. I screwed up my technique 15 times in class today, and I dragged everyone down with me. It was 8 times the day before yesterday, 12 times yesterday, 15 times today. At this rate, I'll be 20 times tomorrow. You're supposed to get better over time, but I keep screwing up more and more, and all I can think is, maybe I suck. Maybe if I just drop out, I won't keep getting in everyone else's way. The waitress is looking at me amazed as she brings me my 10th dessert. The moment she sits on a table, I scarf it down. Sweets are the best antidepressant around when you're stressed. But it's not enough. No matter how many I eat, it's just not enough. It doesn't alleviate my stress. As I start to order my 11th parfait, the table is suddenly riddled with shuriken. I look at the ceiling and see a lesser shinobi clinging there. Her clothes mark her as Hebijo. A camouflage barrier appears, signaling the start of the battle. The lesser shinobi again throws shuriken. I use the table as a shield. I immediately move to throw the shuriken back as a counter. Huh? The shinobi on the ceiling has disappeared. I start to curse, but it's too late. The lesser ninja grabs my hands and binds them behind me. I fell for the oldest trick in the book. I feel like crying. But I can't. I can't give up. I have to do this on my own. How do I get out of this? I frantically rack my brain for ideas. Suddenly the shinobi behind me goes limp.
Hibari,
as Yagyu's voice reaches my ears, my assailant slumps to the ground. Amazing. She took down the lesser shinobi with only a single blow. She pokes the attacker with her umbrella. But there's no sign of movement. Hearing that floods me with negative emotions, and before bothering to give so much as a thank you, I storm out of the cafe. I keep walking, intent on being alone. Of course, it takes Yagyu no effort to catch up. I stop and look over my shoulder. She looks at me with bewilderment. Yagyu looks genuinely troubled. I have to stop. But once I started, I can't. I started my swift walk again, leaving her behind. I went too far. She did come to help me. The weight of guilt builds in my stomach. I need to apologize. I need to apologize right now. I turn around as I reach this conclusion, but Yagyu is nowhere to be seen. As I stand here alone, something falls behind my outfit. It's a plant in the shape of a coiled spring. It must have been stuck on me when that shinobi had my hands behind my back. Master Kiryu taught us about it. It's called malice weed. It only grows in the thick wood. It's an area renowned as a suicide spot, so no one goes near it. No, definitely. Hebijo Academy must be in that forest. The thick wood is a bigger forest than I imagined. It's lit by an eerie glow. Cold air drifts by my feet, chilling me in spite of the summer sun. There are no landmarks at all. If a civilian were to get lost in here, he'd never make it back out. So I make some landmarks of my own, tying lengths of rope to the trees as I go. It's Shinobi Scouting 101. I also make sure to scatter colored grains of rice on the ground to mark my path. Specifically, it's 5 colored rice we've been trained to use, to serve as a sign for a friendly shinobi in case backup is needed. I must have been wandering for an hour by now. I have been across the field of Malice Week, but there's no sign of Hebijo Academy anywhere. Perhaps I made a mistake somewhere. I'm disappointed, but something feels different. The Malice Weed has begun spewing toxic smoke. We were told that it was poisonous, but never heard anything about it actually emitting poison. Had the Hebijo created a modified strain? They couldn't have, could they? I fall to my knees. What should I do? What can I do? The toxic smoke builds around me, and my thoughts return to Yagyu.
こんなことでくじけちゃダメだ。ひばりはやれば絶対にできる子なんだ。
Oh, I hear Yagyu's voice.
いいか、ひばり。水遁の術は覚えておいて損がない。
Water escape? That's right, I learned it just recently. I wasn't having an easy time with the bamboo pipe, and I was relentlessly bugging Yagyu about it. The art of water escape is such an old technique. Why would anyone have a bamboo pipe in this day and age? A snorkel should be good enough. There's gotta be a better way by now, it's so stupid. I complained and threw my bamboo pipe. Then Yagyu spoke quietly to me.
俺はひばりに死んでもらいたくない。死ぬってオーバーだよ。竹筒ぐらい使えなくたって。
Yagyu shook her head at me.
どんなに忍びの修行をして強くなっても、呼吸系の攻撃を食らえば一発で終わりだ。
She picked up the bamboo pipe I had thrown down.
水遁の術は水の中に潜るだけの技術じゃない。土の中に埋められても、毒ガスを食らっても、この忍術を覚えておけば生還できる。
She held my bamboo pipe out to me.
竹筒はいつも持っておけ。危ないと思ったらすぐに加えるんだ。
I immediately put the end of the pipe in my mouth, remembering Yagyu's words vividly. The malice weed's poison is heavier than air. I point the pipe upward and breathe, my lungs taking clean air. I'm gonna be okay. Thank you, Yagyu. Even without being at my side, you still helped me. Again, I regret what I said to her as I walk away before. I was really mean to her. I move beyond the malice weed fields and come upon a brutal wasteland. I hide in a nearby tree. I see a large group of Hebijo students training desperately. There's the girl that Cat fought earlier too. Pretty sure her name is Hikage. There's another shinobi at her side too, with a really twisted air about her.
私、腹が立っておりますの。ヨミさん、どうしたん？最近お野菜の値段が上がって上がって。言われてみればそうかもな。私、金持ち御用達の野菜が値上がりする分には何の不平もございませんの。ほう。でも低価格で庶民の味方のもやしまで値上がりするなんてどういうことですの？さあな。ちょっと真面目に聞いてますね。聞いとるよ。
The two continue to chat while watching the other shinobi students. No doubt about it. I did it. I really did it. This is Hebijo Academy. Now we don't have to just wait for them to attack. We can go on the offensive. I'll bet everyone will be glad to hear about this. I won't be a burden to them anymore. I can help them now. I gingerly take a step back. All I need to do is get out of here without being detected. I see another Hebijo student standing there. I try to escape, but I'm surrounded by Hebijo lesser shinobi. In no time at all, my escape route is cut off. I put on the bravest face I can. I left a trail of 5 colored rice on my way here. If I'm defeated, the others will come find me. I don't have to make it back alive. But I can't afford to die here. I was so mean to Yagyu. I have to see her again, even if it's just to apologize. I have no choice but to survive and get back. I drop into a defensive stance. Maybe Yoshinobu smiles at me fiercely. I shout, more for myself than anyone else.
美女の本拠地がそんな簡単に見つかるわけないでしょ、このうっかり者さん。ここ本拠地じゃないの？ここは忍びの訓練場、そしてあなたみたいな忍びを捕まえるネズミ捕りでもある。それじゃあひばりはそう、罠にかかって誘い出されたってわけ。そんな。さて、ここであなたを殴り殺したら、あの柳生って子はどんな顔するかしら。大好きなあなたを殺した私をそれでも無視していられるかしら。とっても楽しみ。ひばりは簡単にやられたりしないもん。元気があっていいわ。だったらどこまでやれるか見せてもらうわよ。ひばり、正義のために舞い忍んじゃう。ひばり、舞い忍びます。
任務開始。
Oh wow, there's like... I'm surprised I have to fight Mirai.
どっちどっち？これで全員倒したのかな。ひばり。どうしてここに？ひばりが目印を残してくれたからだ。さあ逃げるぞ。動けるか？うん。行かせないわよ。柳生ちゃん、ありがとう。ごめんね。いつも助けてもらって。気にするな。ダメだね、私って。いつまでも柳生ちゃん頼りで。そんなことはない。いつでも俺を頼ればいい。ひばりが呼べば俺はいつでも駆けつ。柳生ちゃん、どうしたの？さっきのやつの銃弾が当たった。でも心配するな。かすり傷だ。嘘でしょ？柳生ちゃん、嫌だよ。しっかりして。決めました。
Get over what's happening with Yagu. Is this what fighting is all about? And is it like to seek revenge? It just seems so weird to me. Damn, Heavy Joe, they got us. What they did to Yagu, they're sure not getting away with this. Can't just stand by and let them beat up one of the juniors. Their asses are seriously beat pouting. Convenient gauges are half full. Okay. Oh, okay. When they're half full, your frantic or shinobi transformation is known as the flower balance. Yin represents manifest and frantic. Yang is shinobi transformation. Understanding using flower balance will greatly improve the combat techniques, so do try taking notice of it. Your shinobi and evil shinobi always in conflict, or so I've been taught. But now our comrade has been bested, I can really feel the truth of it. Guess this is our fate. I believe Yagu. I don't even think I can even switch to Yagu right now. Nope, can't. Yagu, it's my fault. If only I tried harder. Sorry, Yagu, I'm so sorry. More Hibari. I believe we're playing as Hibari for a while. How freaking long have we been waiting? 1 minute? An hour? I've lost all track of time. I sit on the couch in the hospital corridor, my mind fuzzy. Everyone in Master Kiria's shinobi class is nearby. Nobody says a word. But I know they're all worried about Yagu. It's not that she's been badly injured. She was hit with a poison-coated bullet. The doctor just told us she's very much at risk before he went to the operating room. It's my fault. It's all my fault. What'll I do if she dies? Mutters Asuka, seemingly to no one in particular. Replies Kat in a small voice. No one says anything else. Time seems to stretch out forever. I wish they'd just come right out and say it. It's my fault. My responsibility. I should be the one lying there. I should be the one dying. I wish someone would just come out and say it, but everyone's been so kind and understanding that it only makes me even more miserable. We hear footsteps approaching down the hall. We all stand up in unison. A female nurse runs in. The nurse smiles at Master Curia. Relief floods Asuka and Kat's faces, and they hug each other tightly. Master Curia lets out a sigh that he probably didn't know he'd been holding, and Ichiroga gently swabs away tears from her eyes. Since Yagi will be sleeping off the anesthetic for the rest of the day, we decide to leave and come back tomorrow. I can see that Asuka's worried. She doesn't want me to be alone. I say, and then turn my back and run off. Yagi's gonna be okay, but that's not the end of this. I have to take full responsibility. I have to defeat that Mirai kid, for her. I leave the hospital and wander aimlessly through the city, hoping I run into someone from Hebijo. I turn around and see Master Curia. I can't even give an answer. Right on the mark. I never could keep secrets from him. I nod sheepishly. I reply immediately. It's the first time I've ever argued with him like this. I try to express as clearly as I can, but Master Curia's face grows stern. I'm about to get yelled at. I try to steel myself for it. I gape at him in shock. The super secret ninja's art scroll is the treasure of Hanzo Academy. I don't know if I can handle something so important. Heck, I don't even know where it's being kept. The code would have to be a secret cipher of shinobi. It's a password to distinguish friendly shinobi from enemies. You say mountain to someone, and you have to get river back in return. He's right, of course. There's nothing else I can do. Master Curia leaves and I head back to Hanzo Academy. I search all around the school buildings and find nothing, not even a hint of a clue. The only place left I haven't searched is the principal's office. I feel awkward as anything sneaking in there, but now's not the time to worry about protocol. I enter the office and search every nook and cranny. In doing so, I find a door that won't open. At least to the staff room next door. It makes no sense for me to get in here so easily, but to be cut off from the staff room, something's up. I have a weird feeling I just can't shake. The staff room simply shouldn't be that vital. Maybe. I take hold of the doorknob then. A voice emanates from the door, apparently originating from some shinobi-made device. Spy? What's that supposed to mean? I tilt my head trying to recall Master Curia's words. Aha! This must be the password. But what the heck am I supposed to say back? I gulp. If this door really leads to the super secret ninja art scroll, of course it has to be some serious security. It probably only gives one chance to present the password correctly. So, one mistake and it's game over. Spy. 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 I mull over it repeatedly, then it hits me. This has to be it. Fear makes my voice quiver. Spy and assassin are two primary occupations of the ancient ninja. I hear the sound of the lock disengaging. This lock is really bad. They need to get better security. I strike a little victory pose. Beyond the door is a hidden scroll, upon which lay the roll-up scroll. I take it in my hand. It's both prettier and heavier than the scrolls we use. Laced with such fine embroidery, it's almost hard to believe it's paper. When did Master Curia get here? Did he know the location the whole time? He nods deeply and hands me a small piece of paper. It's got a map drawn on it.
これは俺が調べたヘビ女子学園の場所だ。ひばり、お前が行くんだ。そしてダメな自分を変えてこい。
I brandish the scroll and respond loudly. I will get revenge for Yagyu. It's alright, I can do this. With the scroll, I should be able to use more secret ninja arts than ever. Maybe I could take on 5 Heavy Joe at a time. No, I just have to beat one. I've been nothing but trouble for everyone so far. Now's my chance to make it up to them. I'll change myself. I'll better myself. I bow deeply to Master Kiria, then start running towards the place drawn on the little map. Just as Hibari drops out of sight, a small shadow approaches Kiria.
ご苦労様。
It's Haruka.
いえ、
かわいそうにひばりちゃん。このキリヤ先生は私の。
Yeah, only Hibari is dumb enough to fall for that.
ここがヘビ女の本拠地。隠れ結界。ヘビ女子学園にようこそ。あ、この間の人。また会えたわね。かわいいお人形さん。ひばりはお人形じゃないもん。元気がいいわね。それは超秘伝忍法書なんて切り札を持っているから。どうしてそのことを？あなたの先生が教えてくれたの。
ひばり、よくやった。さあ、超秘伝忍法書を渡せ。
キリア先生。まさか傀儡？
ひばりはバカだからな。俺の言うことならすぐに信じると思っていたぞ。
しかしこんなにあっさりと騙されるなんて、あなた本当に忍びには向いてないわ。どういうことなの？超秘伝忍法書の場所に関しては不調って手がかりだけは掴んでいたのよ。だったらあなたたちに探させればいいって思ったの。許さない。キリア先生の姿を使って騙すなんて絶対に許さない。許せなかったらどうするの？あなたに何ができるっていうのよ。ひばりにはこれがある。超秘伝忍法書。それを使って一人で戦うつもり？そうだよ。超秘伝忍法書さえあればあなたなんかに絶対負けない。そうかしらね。だったらやってみたら？どうなったって知らないんだから。どういうこと？何か書いてあった？なんで？どうして？何も書いてないの？超秘伝忍法書はあなた程度の忍びが使えるものじゃないのよ。それは私たちヘビ女が持ってこそ価値があるもの。さあ、超秘伝忍法書を渡しなさい。いや、本当に話のわからない子ね。頼みの超秘伝忍法書が役に立たなくて一体どうするつもりなのよ。ひばりは自分の力で戦う。超秘伝忍法書がなくたってあなたたちなんかに負けない。ヤギオちゃんの敵を撃つんだ。みんなに今までの恩を返すんだ。いい顔をしてる。やっぱりあなたいいわ。絶対に私のお人形にしてみせる。あなたもお人形にしてほしいのかしら。いざ尋常に参る。
Oh, shit. keep forgetting that they usually get back up. For some reason, Haruka has a weird gimmick in this game where she loses like half her attacks when she loses her coat. Or at least a rather large chunk of her attacks, like all of her ranged ones. Like those poison wild that she was dropping on me. God, that does so much damage. Jeez.
あなた、けなげに努力しているのね。強くなってて驚いたわ。でも、まだまだ甘いけどね。あ、いつの間に。私の目的はこっち。別に戦いに勝つのはどうでもいいし。ずるい。ずるい？失礼ね。これが忍びってものよ。ひばりまたやっちゃった。学校の宝の超秘伝にポーションを取られちゃった。
Yeah, way to go.
さて、それじゃどうしようかしら。人形でも何でも好きにすればいいよ。ひばり、みんなに合わせる顔がないから。もう生きてたって仕方がないよ。そうね。それじゃお言葉に甘えて私のお人形になってもらいましょうか。みんな本当にごめんね。